Her message came just as I was waiting in line for coffee, half awake, half distracted. "Don't call me." That was all it said. No punctuation, no emoji, nothing else. It wasn't unusual for her to be busy, but something about the way she phrased it made me pause. Mia was ambitious, the type who turned dreams into deadlines. She was always in motion, climbing, planning, achieving. She'd told me that morning she was headed to a Women in Business seminar, so I didn't question it. Still, those 3 words, "Don't call me," felt colder than usual. I considered asking if something was wrong, but I stopped myself. We'd fought 2 nights before about trust or the lack of it. She'd said I was too controlling. I'd said she'd been distant. Neither of us was completely right or wrong. So I did what seemed best. I let it go. I typed, "Okay, good luck," and slipped my phone back into my pocket. But the mind doesn't let go that easily. The rest of the day, that message sat at the back of my head like a quiet alarm. Something small but sharp. When evening came, I was scrolling through social media, trying to distract myself, when I saw it. A photo tagged by her best friend, a rooftop lounge, city lights, wine glasses, and there she was, my fiancé, smiling across the table at a man I didn't know. He was leaning in close, too close, his hand resting near hers. She didn't look uncomfortable. She looked happy. The caption read, "Such a fun night." The comments were harmless, playful, ordinary. But to me, each one landed like a blow. I stared at that photo for too long. The noise of the world faded. I didn't message her, didn't call, didn't even ask when she came home later that night, saying the seminar had gone long. She looked tired. Her makeup slightly smeared, perfume faintly mixed with something unfamiliar. Maybe cologne, maybe guilt. She kissed my cheek and said, "You're quiet tonight." "I'm just tired." I lied. Over the next few days, silence became my shadow. I watched her, the way she smiled at her phone, how she started stepping outside to take calls, how her laughter softened into something secretive. Betrayal doesn't crash down like thunder. It seeps in slowly, like a leak you can't stop hearing once you've noticed it. One night, curiosity finally overpowered pride. She left her laptop open. I hesitated, then opened it. My hand shook as I scrolled through her messages, trying to convince myself I wouldn't find anything. But then I saw his name, Daniel. The first message was from her. "Had a great time last night. Wish it didn't have to end." I reread it, hoping I had misunderstood. But as I kept scrolling, the truth became impossible to deny. There was laughter in their words, ease, warmth, all the things that had quietly vanished from us. He called her M. She called him D. They had inside jokes, shared photos, talk about plans. It wasn't just physical. It was intimate. I closed the laptop gently. My chest didn't explode in rage. Instead, everything went still. That's the thing about betrayal. It doesn't always burn. Sometimes it freezes you completely. The next morning, I didn't yell. I made breakfast, her favorite, eggs and toast, and when she walked in the kitchen, I smiled and said, "We should talk tonight." She hesitated for just a second, eyes flickering with something like fear. "Sure," she said. "Everything okay?" "Yeah," I said softly. "Everything's finally clear." That evening when she came home, the apartment was quiet, almost exactly how she'd left it, except for one thing, my house key on the table beside a printed copy of the photo from the rooftop lounge. No note, no confrontation, just truth, sitting there in silence. Later, she called. She was crying, said it was a mistake, that it didn't mean anything. I didn't shout. I didn't block her. I just stopped responding. Because sometimes walking away isn't weakness. It's self-respect finally speaking up after being quiet for too long. And for the first time in a long time, I listened to my own voice.